Hey there, Jamie Davidson with AMZ Insiders. A little bit about ourselves. Myself, my two fellow co-founders, Jason and Brad, sold over $75 million last year on Amazon. This year we're projected to do well over $100 million. And today we want to talk to you about a question we get, which is when you hear, what is the Amazon effect? So you may have heard this, may have not. There's a term called the Amazon effect, and you'll hear it thrown out a lot. You'll hear it in news articles all the time. And they'll usually talk about a struggling retailer in the retail industry in total, the traditional brick and mortar business, and the death in large part of the brick and mortar business, not the complete death, but for in terms of traditional brick and mortar retails. And they usually, almost every article that's referred to, there'll be reference to the Amazon effect. And the point, what the Amazon effect is just the impact that the growth of the Amazon platform and the Amazon as a company has had on changing retail, how things work, how consumer behavior, how they acquire goods, purchase goods, how we get physical products. And that's called the Amazon effect, which is ultimately tied to the financial performance of these traditional businesses that can't survive up against a new model that's much more efficient in so many ways. And it's actually an understatement to say it's much more efficient. And the Amazon model, what's really unique about it is it allows sellers to plug into the model. So the majority of Amazon products, like over 85%, are actually sold by third-party sellers, right? Selling through the Amazon platform. So when you buy something from Amazon, you're typically, if you buy, I'm in our warehouse here, but if you were to buy something off of Amazon, typically, this is not Amazon's product. This is, in this case, if you bought this, you'd be buying our product, right? This is our product. We're a third-party seller on leveraging the Amazon platform. And what Amazon's doing by creating the platform, they've allowed this economy, worldwide economy, basically to flourish, an ecosystem flourish for people to all plug in and benefit financially of this huge growth of e-commerce. And it's also rewarded the customer to be able to get really good products because we're all competing for really good quality at a really great price, right? Because you don't need all these storefronts and brick and mortars and teams of customer service and all these things when you can just simply order it online, right? And you can sell things where people can go, point and click on their computer. And even more popular right now is point and clicking on their phone. So they're just simply going to their phone, and Amazon makes it incredibly easy, right? They're the best at this. If you've been to the Amazon app to buy something on Amazon, you can do it in like 15 seconds. Go find your item, click on it, and it'll be at your doorstep within 2 days, if not tomorrow, or even maybe in a couple hours by this evening. That is the power of Amazon. That's the Amazon effect when we talk about the whole industry. And what that means, for one thing, is it scares the heck out of competitors. So the really kind of inefficient old retailers, think of companies like Kmart in the US, Sears, those type of retailers, those are kind of the first to really, be in a lot of trouble. Those retailers are already in trouble by more efficient companies like the Walmarts and Targets and Lowe's and so forth. But, really, Amazon scares the heck out of the biggest retailers. So Walmart, which used to be big bad Walmart, that everyone was scared of Walmart. Well, Walmart's very scared of Amazon. And whether they would probably not use the word scared, that definitely is one of the appropriate descriptions of how they think of Amazon, because they know the power of Amazon and the online space is so powerful that it is really certainly a threat to Walmart's existence. And so Walmart naturally is trying to compete, and that's why they mimic some of the platforms that we have. With this the Amazon effect, know that sellers, it's so hard to compete because Amazon's so far ahead of everybody. There's this incredible opportunity. There's so many people that have made lots and lots of money. Again, we've built a huge e-commerce business, all leveraging the power, the technology, the breadth, the marketing skills, all of Amazon. I mean, Amazon, if you can remember way back when, I think it was 1997, Amazon started out as a book company. Amazon was just selling books online, right? And then what happened? You want to talk about the Amazon effect. Think about Borders books. When's the last time you've been in one of those? It doesn't exist anymore. Think about music, back then CDs, everything else. The music stores went out a long time ago too. Similar to how iTunes crushed a lot of that industry, but the ability to buy stuff online, there's just so many industries and stores. And as Amazon's progressed, it's leveled the playing field. It's eliminated those stores, but at the same time, it's created so many great opportunities for people like me and you, anyone that's interested in getting involved in e-commerce. It's allowed us to step in and basically get into the commerce space, which before, in the past, you had to be part of, a major retailer, or you had to be a mom and pop shop down below. But now, because of the power of Amazon, really anyone has the ability to get underway. And so again, that is, if you hear the Amazon effect, that's what it's talking about, the impact of it. And the Amazon effect's not going away, it's only getting bigger. So you'll continue to see more and more situations of it, which can be, there's always kind of winners and losers of it too. There'll be changes, over time, technology grows. So you either can be on that side, the guys are kind of getting squashed, or you can position yourself on the other end and taking advantage of the opportunity. Take advantage of the opportunity that Amazon presents, the huge growth that's happening with e-commerce, and position yourself on that side of things and learn how to sell on Amazon, learn how to have your own e-commerce business and grow it yourself and take advantage of this huge growth, because more and more is going to continue to come this way. So why not be on that side of things and take advantage and build your own e-commerce business and be part of this incredible growth that the Amazon effect has caused. So if you like this video all about the Amazon effect, you actually have a free workshop. Click below. I talk specifically exactly how we leveraged Amazon ourselves to build our very own $75 million plus business on Amazon, soon to be over 100 million. We go through the exact steps we use, but more importantly, we talk about how you can follow our processes and take advantage of this exact opportunity for yourself to build your very own e-commerce empire using and leveraging the power of Amazon. So if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. And really important, make sure you subscribe. Every week we put out great new content all about Amazon, our story, how we're taking advantage of this incredible growth we're seeing with e-commerce and how you can take advantage of this opportunity. So again, be sure to subscribe. And lastly, we'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions about anything related to Amazon, please go ahead and leave a comment below. Again, we'd love to hear from you or any feedback you have.